unconventional journey I have been on. So I was born and raised in China. It's a very classic Eastern culture. And then I went to MIT for my graduate school. I did my PhD in material science, which is a very analytical and scientific training. And then I started my professional career is actually on Wall Street in New York. After spending almost 10 years in New York and coming back to Hong Kong, now being in Hong Kong for 7 years, and really servicing the regional clients here, right? Working in a global company. So it really is a melting pot of all the different cultures. I consider myself a hybrid as well, culture-wise. You know, from the born raised in a traditional Eastern culture to professional training in a much more global and Western culture. And now I sit in the place where really the East meet with West. I think the biggest challenge is really to get your voice heard. And there's different forms of it, sitting at the table, lean in, open the camera during the video conference, raise your hand for the project. But really get your voice heard is the most difficult thing. And I mean on both ways, for the speakers as well as the listeners. Because I myself come a long way here, and right now, personally, I'm most of the time is trying to get my voice heard, right? The issue is more on the listener side, because I look different from them, and I have different opinions, and they're more comfortable, generally speaking, to look at the people who are similar to them, right? But along the way, I also see I coach and mentor a lot of women who are still trying to speak up. I have spent so much time trying to encourage everyone and trying to speak up, express their opinion. And I had a mentor session with a lady in our company out of India. And it's a one-on-one session. For the first time, she won't even open her camera, right? And at the second session, I gently start to, talking to her. Why not? Why not open camera? It's one-on-one. I'm not, we're just having a session together, just have a chat together. And she's like giving me all the reasons, good reasons, because she's concerned because the background is a little messy and the environment might be noisy because as we're working from home, the kids might run into the camera. And you know what I tell her? I said, we're just working together. You don't have to be red carpet ready to open the camera. I get so many questions like this. And let me turn this back to this person asked me, what is the worst can happen if you speak up in a meeting? And you're early in your career, what's the worst can happen? Will you be fired on the spot? No, right? Why don't you take the chance to express your opinion? If you speak too much, if you're being annoying, you will be let know. People will let you know, right? The reality is most of people who are asking this question have the struggle in their heart is the one who are not speaking up enough. If you don't believe in yourself, sure, you will have doubts sometimes, but if you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. So believe in yourself first. I'm a big believer of you need a vision, right? A vision may be a big word. You need a picture of who you want to be in the next 5-10 years. And sometimes this picture may not be that clear at the beginning. I tell you, when I was kids, when I was teenagers, I had a picture of some woman in a business suit. And it was a vague picture, but that's where I end up with, right? So if you don't have a picture, start thinking about it. Those pictures will become more and more clear who you want to be. But if you don't seek for it, it will never become clear. Once you have a picture, you know what you want to be, who you want to be in the next 5-10 years, and everything will fall into the right place.